Hello friends, this is the SunWoman. Welcome to my channel. I am your empathic astrologer and intuitive reader. This reading is for the Aquarius collective, so Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. These are general readings. If you'd like a personal reading, you can contact me at the link below, or you can email me for more information. So, the first thing I want to say is that there's going to be a lot of activity for my Aquarians where emotional connections are concerned. This could turn out to be a very passionate month for Aquarius. And as an Aquarian, you know, I can talk about Aquarians because you know, usually historically we're not seen as a passionate sign. But we can unexpectedly, you know, display that passion, that commitment, and that fire. You know, we're ruled by the planet Uranus, so there definitely is the potential for a lot of electric magnetism between Aquarius and another partner when they're on the same level, emotionally, intellectually, especially intellectually, or if there are a lot of common interests between a partner that can really spark passion out of ordinarily laid back and kind of aloof Aquarius, okay? Well, I think this is going to be one of those months, and I'll tell you why. Because initially, the planet Venus is going to be moving in your opposite sign, moving into your opposite sign of Leo on the 13th of June. That's right around the new moon as well. So there's going to be new moon energy there for you. And Venus is going to be, of course, aspecting your sun or moon or rising, whatever that is. But Mars, the planet of passion, the planet of energy, of, you know, excitement, you know, that's also the fighting planet, so there could be some quarrels here and there, some lover spats, so we want to, you know, be careful of that. But they're going to be opposite. So Mars is going to be in Aquarius, aspecting Venus in Leo, Leo being a fire sign. So again, we're talking about fire, energy, passion, you know, magnetic connection. And then on top of all that, of course, we have Jupiter in the planet of Scorpio. I'm sorry, the planet Jupiter in Scorpio, which is the planet of sexuality. You know, again, passion again is like the theme of this month for Aquarius. And Jupiter is opposite Uranus in Taurus. So Aquarius's ruler is in Taurus. So there's kind of like a loose T-square there between all the fixed signs, okay? Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, and Scorpio. So there's going to be a lot of energy when you have a square, that many squares. There's a lot of energy trying to break free, and so it really depends on how things go, how this will be expressed. It could be expressed in a few scenarios. You may meet a new person, may come into your life unexpectedly, and you find that you are extremely, immediately magnetically attracted to that person. It could reignite passion in a relationship. It could also, on the other side, ignite some quarrels. There could be some jealousy issues going on. There could be some power struggles if you are in a situation where maybe there is a third party, or where there, you know, there are some jealous parties watching this connection between the two, you and another person, which could be generating a lot of energy. So be careful of passion. I'll be on the lookout for it if you are ready for it, and if you want to welcome that into your life this month, it is definitely going to be available for you. And if you know, are trying to reignite that spark in a current relationship, the energy is there, the force is with you. Be careful about power plays and about potential love triangles as well, because those could tend to bring up some unexpected, you know, clashes, conflicts, and clashes of will, you know, that could even get physical. So you want to definitely be careful of those things. All right, so let's go ahead and see what the reading is here for Aquarius collective. All right, cards are resisting here. Wonder why that's happening. Let's see. Okay, this is the last shuffle, and here we go. Oh, All right, I'm going to split those. A lot of energy in these cards right now, Aquarius. Let's see what's going on. Okay, we have the Nine of Wands reversed, covering you, which means some of you may be on the defensive right now, or maybe even kind of losing your momentum for some reason. You could find that you have to defend yourself, and there's kind of a battle of wills. That's what I was talking about just now. You have the Four of Wands crossing, so this could be a long-term relationship that is crossing you. Could be an obstacle right now. There could be some issues with that relationship. You have the Six of Swords, I'm sorry, at the base of the deck, so the base of the reading. So some of you may be walking away from a situation or walking towards something new here. So let's go ahead and see what else is showing up. The Queen of Pentacles is an earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. So some of you may be having some issues with an earth sign in your life. This person can be very materialistic, can be very... The thing about the Queen of Pentacles, when she's reversed, she's holding on tightly to something or somebody out of fear of losing. So she likes to hold on tight to her resources, to her material possessions. It could be someone who's holding on tight to a person, or trying to hold on tight to you as though you are his or her possession. The Death card is crowning, transformation. So there is something that's trying to come to a close here that you may be resisting in January. Oh my goodness, in June. I'm thinking of my January Aquarians. All right, so in the near future, you have the Six of Pentacles reversed. So some of you, there may be some resistance going on because you may be in a situation where there is not a fair give and take. That may be in relation to that Six of Pentacles, that Queen of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles, again, crystals coming up in your thought process here, your perception, you know, what you are focusing on. Two of Pentacles for me can very much signify two people having to make a choice, or someone having to make a choice between two people in their life. So this also could talk about juggling situations, again, juggling two people or juggling finances. The Hierophant is in the area ruling other people. So the Hierophant can be the marriage card, it can be contracts, it can be something that is really well established. So thus the institution of marriage, or the institution of, you know, some business or something that is socially acceptable and has very strong social attachments to it, okay, with society. In your hopes and fears area, we have the Ten of Swords. So I feel that for many of you, you could be fearing an ending, or you could be hoping for the ending of a period of struggle in a situation, okay, and hoping that this is going to finally be resolved with that 10. The Eight of Crystals, I like that. In the outcome, the potential outcome, you have the Eight of Crystals, or Eight of Pentacles, which means growth. It means putting in the work to make something happen. With the Eight of Pentacles, you are making a commitment to something that is going to last, that's going to have a strong foundation and grow. This also could be a work situation. It could be committing to a relationship. It's putting in the work in order to make something last and make something durable, okay? You have the Strength reversed, which is clarifying that, and the Ten of Cups. Okay, interesting energy here. So I always like to do 3 cards at the conclusion here, you know, the potential outcome, because I like to get more clarity as to what these potentials could be. So you have, as I said, the Eight of Pentacles, the Strength card, and the Ten of Cups. Right off of the top here, what I want to say to you, and you know, it's very rare that I jump right to the ending here, but I feel that everything that's here is leading up to this outcome, which is telling me that in order to have your heart's desire, to have that complete fulfillment, that Ten of Cups, that ultimate fulfillment, emotional, spiritual fulfillment, you are going to have to commit to put the work in for the long term. Do not be weak-willed. Do not lose your strength. Do not lose your will because of circumstances that might prove to be difficult or that obstacles that may be put in your way. Don't lessen your passion towards whatever it is that you want to achieve. So let's get back to that. But at the base of the deck, you have the Ace of Cups reversed. Okay, so not my favorite card here reversed, but you know, it's a beautiful card. And often for me, the Ace of Cups, it talks about love, but it also can talk about blockages, okay? Blockages to making a relationship happen or to moving an emotional situation to the next level. It could signify the end of a relationship, or it could signify a relationship that is not yielding the kind of outcome that you were hoping for. So maybe in a relationship you're hoping to move to the next level. Maybe you're hoping to have a partner commit to you, or to you know, get engaged, to get married, to move in with someone, or for someone to express their love to you, and maybe you have not received that yet. So this month you're kind of focused on that. But what I want to say is, don't allow yourself to see the cup half empty. Okay, I really want you to have a half full kind of outlook in this situation, whatever it is, because as I said, I feel that by the end of the month, things are going to turn around. The energy is going to turn around, and you may get the commitment, or you may get a, what would the word be? You may receive a message, or you may receive some kind of movement. You may be able to take some kind of movement towards that ultimate commitment that you're hoping for, if you allow yourself to be strong and not succumb to whatever this Ace of Cups energy is here, okay? And the Page of Wands was reversed underneath that. So there could be some serious conversations that need to be had, okay, about delays and about making commitment here. All right, and don't allow this Ten of Swords energy to bring you down. So I love the Ten of, well, I wouldn't say I like the Ten of Swords in this position, because this is not necessarily the reality. Okay, this Ten of Swords is your fear. Okay, if it's not your hope, it's your fear. And I don't think, no one hopes for the Ten of Swords unless you're hoping for the end of struggle. But your fear here, I think, is that you're going to continue going along in some pattern, some cycle, like, you know, like a merry-go-round, like a carousel of struggle that you've been through, perhaps with a partner, and you're hoping for some ending to that and some change. I feel like by the end of June, you're going to get that glimmer of hope is going to actually materialize for you in some way. Okay, let's go ahead and pull one card from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck and see what message for my Aquarians the Oracle wants to give you on top of the tarot. Okay, so this card, whoop, this one jumped in front. Nope, that's not ready. It's two stuck together. Let me see. Okay. All right, so I'm going to take this card. Okay, very good. Interesting. I did a reading for myself earlier in the day today, and I received this card, Fork in the Road. So what does Fork in the Road mean? It means that you're at a very vital moment in your life, in whatever your situation is that you're facing here, and that the decisions that you make right now are going to be very, very important. The road that you decide to take, the direction you decide to take this situation is going to affect the outcome. Either you're going to go down one road that may not lead to your heart's desire, or you're going to choose another road that may lead to your heart's desire, okay? Or that may lead to that fulfillment, or to whatever that thing, situation, person, blessing is that you are hoping to achieve this month, okay? Just looking at the card here, there are a few really cute and interesting animals here. You know, you've got a monkey here who's standing on the fork. He has a fork in his hand. You've got this beautiful llama who is who's attached to that big fork in the road, and then there is an owl sitting on the llama's back. So you've got a whole bunch of characters here. And then on that fork, of course, you have 1, 2, 3, 4 different directions. Okay, 5 actually, different directions that you could go in here. So you may be this month trying to make a decision as to what direction you want to go. But I love this card because there's help available. Part of the help is the owl, which is the wisdom that you have. You have the llama here, who is going to be that energy that carries you through. And then I like the monkey because, you know what the monkey says to me? Lighten up. Don't take yourself or the situation so seriously that you bring more weight and bring, you know, a darker energy to something that could be moving along at its own pace towards the direction that you want to go in. Okay, so consider all these things. And then I love the banner there, because for me the banner means celebration and success. You know, you see a banner when there's a grand opening or somebody's birthday or, you know, anniversary or something like that. So there is going to be room for celebration in June, but we have to get past this strange energy. So 9 of Wands says that you are on the defensive, but you kind of need to take a break from that and look at where you are really perhaps under attack, or really you are, you know, being forced to defend yourself, or where you need to kind of pull back and not see things as heavy or as serious as you think they are. Okay, the 4 of Wands crossing to me is coming to a conclusion. Also, some of you, the obstacle here is that some of you may need to move, or you may need to leave where you currently are, especially with that 6 of Swords energy. So there could be a home move. Some of you could be buying a house or selling a house or changing, you know, leaving the city or the town, the actual physical home that you're living in right now. And you're kind of exhausted. That's what I'm getting for Aquarius. You know, there's been a lot going on. I feel that many of you with this Queen of Pentacles energy, if this does not specifically represent, I'm getting Taurus strong, but if this doesn't actually represent a person in your life, this could be you having a very overwhelming focus on the material things in life. So maybe some of you have been working really hard. You have been kind of focused on money and security issues and finances to the deficit of your emotional life or your dreams or resting or taking care of yourself. Okay, when I see the 9 of Wands reversed, sometimes that can represent illness, but I'm not talking about, you know, anything that is, you know, necessarily a serious illness. It could just represent being run down, not taking your vitamins, not eating well, and definitely not getting enough sleep. So some of you Aquarians need to make sure that you are taking care of your body. You may have domestic issues. You may have, you know, you may need to move. You may be having financial difficulties. You may be having love situations that are not exactly going, you know, the way that you're hoping they're going right now. And there's a need in some way to walk away from, move away from, get away from this stress that you've been under. Okay, in order for you to replenish yourself, to regain your energies, to heal yourself, to get enough rest, and to get enough, you know, there's a need for self-care here, a very strong need for self-care. With that, you know, that square that's going on, that grand cross that's going on with the fixed signs, it's a lot of energy, and you are definitely feeling a strong, you know, part of it with Mars in your sign. Now, the good thing with Mars is that it gives you energy, it gives you drive, it gives you ambition, it gives you extra stamina. So this is a fantastic time if you are looking to get into an exercise program, start going to the gym, working out. When Mars is in your sign, fantastic time to start lifting weights, whether you're a male or female, because it will increase your strength. It will help your actual body frame, your bones. It will strengthen your bones, strengthen your muscles, and it will help you rebuild your body to really be this strong, have this strong core in order to be able to fight the battles that you have to fight, and have the stamina that you may need in order to rise above all these changes that you that you are facing and that you have to deal with. So the universe is giving you extra energy, extra drive, and extra fire. Okay, Mars in your sign can also make you a little argumentative, aggressive. So be careful of these energies, Aquarius, that you're not, pushing people to, and that you're not, arguing with people and starting things, that could erupt into something big. Make sure you're not alienating the people around you by being aggressive or bullying. Okay, so, and be careful what you say. Aquarius is an intellectual sign. We are very verbal, so be careful to be sensitive about the words that you speak, because every now and then, Aquarius, we can be a little thoughtless in what we say, kind of detached emotionally, and thinking that we're, what we're communicating is for the best, when we're not really putting empathy behind it. So make sure that whatever communications you have this month, that you're adding extra empathy to them, so that you know how the person you're talking to feels, and you can be sensitive to that as well. But if you need to fight any battles, you have Mars behind you to fight those battles, with you. Okay. Crowning, transformation, the Death card, something needing to end. I really feel that this transformation card for you, Aquarius, has a lot to do with your own physical self, with your perception of yourself, I think a lot of you, again, are walking away from something and walking towards something very powerful, very strong, very important in your life. All of these pillars here remind me of the pillars of wisdom. This is the Akashic Starchild Tarot deck, so this has a lot to do. This is very specific to the Akashic records, which are those records of karma that are written in the heavens for all of us. If you'd like to know more about that, Google Akashic records. So that might be significant for you. I think that some of you are needing to close down a cycle of karma, and that's this Ten of Swords that's in your hopes and fears area, that something needs to end. A cycle needs to end. Something needs to change in order for you to move on to your next level of emotional development, spiritual development, and fulfillment in your life. The Six of Crystals, Six of Pentacles, which is, for me, talking about mid-month, so around the 15th, give or take a few days. You have to look at where you are not receiving, where there is not a balanced energy to what you are giving out as opposed to what you're receiving. Okay? You could be giving and not getting back enough to fulfill you, okay, to support you, or even to break even in your energies, in your finances, all of that. So be careful and be aware that if someone or something is not rewarding you with the equal give and take, equal take that you are giving, then you need to reevaluate this, and you may need to make changes. You're doing a lot of juggling. Some of you, it could be financial juggling, robbing Peter to pay Paul, trying to make sure that all your bills are paid, expenses, the kids are taken care of, the car payment is made, all of that. And so you may you may need to really hold on to money, try and save as much as you can this month, so that if things come up mid-month, you're not caught off guard with that. Okay. There is, in the area ruling other people, there is someone in your life who is trying to offer you a commitment. And this commitment could be emotional, it could be financial, it could be a job offer. Whatever this is, if it is a thing that's coming to you, it's something that has the potential to really be solid and last a long time. Okay? Some of you could be getting a new job and working in an environment where there are people who have been there for a long time, a company that's been around a long time. Some of you may be going back to school and maybe going to getting your advanced degree or continuing your education, at a school that's been around for a long time. So you're going to be getting knowledge and wisdom, definitely gaining that from people around you. So you may have counselors, you may have professors, teachers who have a lot of pearls and diamonds to give you when it comes to wisdom. Some of you may be blessed by a partner, by a long-term partner. If you are married, this could represent that person who is recommitting to you, and who has something to give you, so who may be providing or trying to support you in any way that he or she can. I really feel that the good news here, which we already talked about, is that by the end of the month, if you can maintain your strength, if you can maintain your focus, if you can maintain your sense of commitment to what it is that you are trying to achieve, or to who it is that you are trying to build with emotionally, you have a very, very strong chance of that situation manifesting in a big way. I really love, I'm going to show you these cards, the Eight of Pentacles, which is juggling. You may have to juggle this situation in order to manifest it. All right, you may have to continue juggling. Maybe you have been, trying to keep everything up in the air and trying to manage and commit yourself and work hard and be dedicated and all of that. That energy needs to continue. You need to take this Strength card and make sure that it is right side up. Control passions, again, that's the theme here. So control that passion. Can be emotional, it can be sexual, it can also be your anger. So don't let anger issues, don't let sexual jealousy perhaps, or overwhelming passion, don't overwhelm a partner with your demands and your needs. Try to keep these things balanced. Here's the Eight of Crystals, balancing. Okay, making sure that there's an equal give and take, so that you can have this ultimate emotional fulfillment. Some of you may be getting engaged. Some of you may receive a proposal by the end of the month, whether that is a ring or whether that is a proposal to, as I said, move in, buy a house together. The Four of Wands there's definite home, domestic situations could be very strong for you. Okay, let's see if I have if I'm getting anything else here. Just take a look. Crystals. Let's see, the dominant suit here, we have I think it is crystals. It's 1, 2, 3 pentacles. Cups, we have 1, 2 wands, and 2 swords. So yeah, crystals, the material, building a sense of security, getting, balancing things so that you are receiving what you are giving out. Very, very important here. And I do feel that some of you may be ending a relationship. I have to mention that again, but I think that if you do, you could be reuniting, or you could be meeting your soulmate, your twin soul, your twin flame, that Ten of Cups card. If some of you are in a twin flame relationship, it may feel like you may feel like you want to give up right now as we're going into June, because maybe things are not exactly the way, maybe you are not yet in union the way that you want to be. But I do feel that you should fight for your rights. You should fight for getting what you are putting in, getting that back from your partner, not being taken advantage of, and not being taken for granted. Okay, that's very important. But in the outcome, I do see that if you control that passion, if you focus it, if you don't lose your strength, if you don't lose your will, if you don't lose your focus, that at the end of the month, you will have made the right decisions, considered them carefully, and that fork in the road, you will look back in a few months, in a year or so, and know that this month of June was pivotal along this journey, along your journey, and to take you where it is that ultimately you want to be, and perhaps with the person that you want to be with. Okay? All right, so my Aquarians, I hope that this reading has been helpful to you. Thank you so much again for joining me. Please, if you like this video, please like it, please share it, and subscribe to my channel if you have not already. If you would like a private reading, please contact me. And hopefully this has resonated with you. Thank you so much. As always, I wish you all good things, love, peace, and joy, and I bid you namaste.